and still weren't satisfied with their play.
Tristan Thompson going against Kevin Durant. Nets control.
Which is a real big flex right there, if you will. Typically something that someone says in the preseason, not in the first round of the playoffs, is Kemba Walker attacking, not settling into it there with Durant. Something to keep an eye on how these officials call this game.
Kenny Mauer with the call. Nice pass inside for Griffin, who had a very quiet game.
Elite, off the charts. Beautiful execution on that play. Great delivery.
Well, earlier in the season, as Tatum fires for three and hits.
Austin shooting on that basket, looking into the sun. Be interesting to watch.
Particularly because as Kemba Walker is able to knock it down, is Harden off the dribble. One bounce pass handed by Griffin, who he just shovels it to Irving. The big story for Boston the other night was the play of the backup center, Robert Williams, who had 9 blocked shots. He's coming off the bench with Thompson starting as Harris is able to knock it down for the Celtics. Then they beat the Wizards as Tatum put up 50 points against Washington. Nice move, 2 nice moves by Irving to score.
Progresses.
Walker missing the shot. Here comes Irving looking for the 3. Harris shoots the 3. Yes. Joe Harris from downtown.
And they really feel like the playoffs is where they'll work everything out here. And when I asked Blake Griffin about that big 3, he's been accustomed to a big 3 as a non-big 3 member. Joe Harris knocked down a 3.
Jason Tatum, 1 for his first 4 after the 6 for 20 in game 1. Harris for 3 again. 14 points over the first 6 minutes for Joe Harris. The steal by Harris. Drives and hits. Jeff Green, a one-time Celtic, has just come on for Harris. And Robert Williams, who just checked in, guarding Green, who hits right over him. And Fournier controls. Fournier on the drive, goes to the scoop and is able to hit off glass. Robert Williams, a major problem for the Nets in game 1. He had missed 5 of his previous 7 games because of a turf toe, and there's Williams putting it down. He had 9 blocks, Grant. Irving had a notion. Now Irving to the paint, flips it out. Here's Durant. Yes. 5 seconds left in the quarter. Here's Durant with the lead. That's too easy.
Sharing the basketball, playing together as a team, whereas Boston, conversely, has played a lot of ISO basketball. And right on cue, Jabari Parker.
Offensive foul on Parker, so Shabbat leads Boston to 3 foul calls. Harden with the bucket, and he is fouled. Fournier doubled. Pritchard nearly went up and down. You can hear the crowd react. Slapped up and missed by Tristan Thompson. And then it's put home. We saw Jason Tatum last week on fire with that 50-point explosion of the play-in game against the Wizards. He and Kemba Walker led the way. This is Landry Shamet drilling it for 3.
He's been able to score 14 points off of those turnovers. Almost 16 if Jeff Green was able to complete that alley-oop from Harden.
Harden makes the move on Fournier. Scores, yes, and it counts. Primarily due to a strained hamstring. All after that brilliant start, open lane for Tatum. And Tatum continues to have his problems. He's 2 for 13 since halftime of game 1.
Flat, out of sorts, not hitting shots. Give credit, though, to this Nets defense.
Shabbat on a reverse. Walker spins in, goes down, lost his footing. It's recovered by Langford. Gets it to Thompson. And he is able to score. Hit all 7 of his free throws. Blake Griffin is back. Shovels it over to Harris.
Coming off wide open, feeling it. And his team is looking for him and finding him.
Durant, pretty pass.
Fournier hitting that shot there, but it's just too much Brooklyn here early and getting whatever they want on the offensive end. And Kevin Durant,
with the big 3 all back intact. That's the same tonight. but really putting on a display at the offensive end this evening. Nice pass, and Williams puts it down. Has been intact. Last night was the 9th, so 8 times during the regular season. Nice play as Williams is able to hit on that lead pass. The Atlanta Hawks and Trae Young, Grizzlies and Jazz are the second of the twin bill. Walker on a step back.
Yeah, I was surprised that he shared that. Said that he might have been pressing. The fact that the crowd was there, we heard Steve Nash talk about that and how it may have impacted his team as well.
Their franchise history in terms of playoffs, in 1986 they had 73 in the first half against the Milwaukee Bucks. Should say Kevin Durant hearing it from the crowd. Here's Jason Tatum was able to get through the wall.
He was determined on that play. Tatum getting to the rim and following his coach's advice by attacking and not settling.
And Harden.
Double team Durant in the post. Harden makes you pay from downtown.
Tristan Thompson. 3-point line in game 1. Different story here tonight. Net turnover. Walker moves it across. Walker got the step. Walker on a reverse.
Wasn't in the act of shooting, though. He didn't have possession.
No foul. They just. Ball was knocked out of bounds. Guess who? Number 3. Games 3 and 4 in this series. Friday and Sunday night at the TD Garden in Boston. Fournier off balance 3.
All of the shots here have been tough for Boston because of this defense. Almost like Brooklyn looked disinterested on defense during the regular season, but now.
Oh! Blake Griffin hears it from the crowd. A vicious dunk by Griffin. Has had some strong performances.
You talk about DeAndre Hunter, has not played in this series. Great ball movement and finish. Blake Griffin once again with the left hand.
Give it time. We just don't have enough things to do, you know?
Oh.
Nice move by Kemba Walker. It's Boston ball. Walker played by Durant. Walker thought he was fouled. Comes back the other way for a three-pointer by Smart. 4 minutes to go in the third. A 96-71 lead for the Nets, trying to go 2-0 in this best of 7. Kevin Durant now with 22 points. Foul is on Shannon. Here's Smart for 3, and he banked it home. Marcus Smart. So Kyrie with 11 points. That's his first 3. It's a 3-point duel at this point. All right, here's Kyrie Irving, played by Marcus Smart. Irving on the drive. Irving on the spin. Has the bucket.
With Tatum as well, and Kemba Walker was the 5th option. But he's been asked to do more this season and in this series.
The nice touch by Durant. Brad Stevens going to his bench now. Oh, and it's Durant on the block shot. Grant Williams with a 3, so it's 111-87. Harden comes right back from downtown. From the floor, that was Romeo Langford who was able to put it home. Nets did defeat the Celtics. It wasn't a particularly solid all-around performance, as Shabbat is able to bang it home off glass. The big 3 back in action for 2 straight games. They'll make it a record of 8 of 10 in the win column as Grant Williams.
A bit of a transitional season for this ball club. You know, you think in years past, Horford, Kyrie Irving, Hayward, solid veterans who know how to play.
The Nets take a 2-0 lead in this best of 7, games 3 and 4, Friday and Sunday night. The Nets with the 2-0 lead in a playoff series for the first time since their 2004 series against the Knicks.